Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. We're going to talk about is this another bear market rally? All materials shown here are for informational purpose only. They are not investment recommendations. I'm not a registered investment professional. As usual, we're going to look at what's happening to the market. Is there anything to buy? What's the general market direction? Today's agenda, we're going to talk about that the market is under lots of distribution right now. Market indices, they couldn't hold their short-term moving averages. And a lot of analysts are still waiting to see a capitulation, especially on the wicks, to be able to, at least foreshadow a market bottom. And we'll look at how the leading stocks that are behaving right now. If you go to our website, www.mcbosscapital.com, you should be able to find this most recent article. Is this another bear market rally on June 10th, 2022? Right now, it may be turning out to be another bear market rally. On Friday, CPI report turns out to show high inflation of 8.6% rather than expected 8.3%. The Fed will be having a decision on Wednesday to possibly raise interest rates. There is lots of talks that it could be more than 0.5%, it could be 0.75, and even some call for 1% raise. There is no favorable decision here as market is really worried that the Fed may have lost control of the inflation. This week, the market gave back a lot of recent gains. This is a bearish sign after a 3-week rally from the bottom. Now we need to see if it can hold the May 12 or May 20 low. We see a huge decline this week, roughly around 5% for any of the major index. We're starting to also see that the Nasdaq is now below 12,000, S&P is now below 4,000, Dow Jones below 32,000, and as small cap Russell is near 1,800. We saw lots of distribution this week from many industry groups, and also we saw many stocks are in the distribution. So those are all signs of potential, that the bear market rally may be dead. It won't be official until they undercut those May 12 or May 20 lows. But just on hindsight, you can see there's not many accumulation. Most groups have 1 or 2 stocks under accumulation. And then if you scroll down to the section where stocks that are under distribution, you will see lots of stocks, for example, in computer software group. And you can see, even in some internet service area. So a lot of, growth tech stocks still under, even biotechs are being, lots of stocks are being distributed. So again, we saw lots of signs of distribution this week. Next, we're going to look at the Nasdaq Composite. So in 3 weeks ago, we had this rally here. And then what happened was it kind of went sideways. And you can see the pink line and the green line. It was able to come above those basically 10-day and 21-day moving averages. And it just kind of went sideways for many sessions, about 8 of them. And then, that was the point right here where would it continue to go up or would it break down, right? And it was ready to make that decision. And it made that decision 1 day before the CPI report came out. On Thursday afternoon, it sold off, even before the report came out. And then on Friday, the CPI report, which is much higher than anticipated, came out at 8.6% versus 8.3% expected. And we saw a huge down day that day, on Friday. So it's interesting that the market was able to make that decision even before the report came out. So again, it fell apart below the short-term moving averages, which caused, and then on Friday we see a gap down, right? So this is a very bearish sign. So it could mean that the bear market rally is going to continue. So this bear market rally is over because we saw this, uptrend here, and then now it's going to come back down. So we don't know what's going to happen in the coming days. Obviously, we have on Wednesday that the Fed will make another decision on how much interest rate to hike. This is the low, right? 11,000 for roughly around 11,000 for Nasdaq. So the question is, what's going to happen in this week, right? It's going to be is it going to bounce back, Um, or is it, is it going to do this? It's unlikely it will bounce back before the Wednesday decision, but it's possible depending on what the Fed do. Um, some people are calling for 1%. Like, if that's the case, it may it may drop severely for that day or the next day, and then it might bounce back because what happens is that people saying the Fed is kind of instead of waiting for doing 0.5%, 0.5%. If they do it, right away, 1%, it means that they're trying to control the inflation. But, that could lead to even, you know, more contraction on the consumer spending side. So it's hard to say what's going to happen, but right now the market is turning down, and so it's definitely not the best time to buy stocks just because we don't know what's going to happen, and the bear market rally has it's probably considered that once it crossed this 11,000 point, but there's still a chance that it could come down near here or even cross it and then bounce back, right? So we want to watch for this, what's going to happen, or is it going to just keep continue crashing after that, which will form another big leg down, right? So we look at the weekly chart just so that we see where we're coming from. So this is from like last year, December. We have this huge downturn right now, and then we have this another second leg down, right? So, in March time frame, we also have a 3 week rally, and then here we also have a almost a 3 week rally, and now the question is this going to make another big leg down? There's a lot of people talking about support line right here around this 10,000 level, which is the pre-pandemic high. That is possible that it could come down as far as this level, because some people argue that the earnings aren't coming down yet, which should be coming down probably by the next quarter release. And so it's very hard to say where the market is going to head. But right now, there's lots of bearish signs. The other thing is you can see the 50-day are coming down and the 200-day is coming down. And so those moving averages are continuing to come down. You can see it more clearly on the daily chart, right? So uh, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. So now we're going to look at some of the leading stocks. This is Ramaco Resource, METC, the symbol in the energy code. So we can see there's a nice round cup here, and now it's starting to form a handle. So just so we have some context, on Thursday and Friday, market dropped severely. So just to compare relatively what's happening to this stock against the index, for example, S&P or Nasdaq, you can see those 2 days it went down Thursday, but then Friday it actually was up. So this is what we call a relative strength comparison to the index, which means it's outperforming the index, right? So again, this is an energy code. It is forming a nice cup handle right here. So if it can if market can turn, it might be a good sign, and the buy point might be around this top of this handle. Next one we have the shipping industry. This is Euroseas. It has broken down. You can see it broke 10-day, the 21-day, and now we are at the 50-day. On Thursday, again, it dropped like most stocks, and then on Friday it was able to bounce back. So again, there's some sign of support here at this moving averages. So we wait to see what's going to happen. But if you look at this consolidation, it's pretty high up here, like goes down, and then it formed this handle here, right? But this handle is a little bit steep, but the buy point would be around the high of this handle here. Here's a medical stock, Shockwave. You can see it Thursday it went down just like most stocks. Friday it bounced back, and it is still on a nice uptrend right here. So there's lots of support, at this short-term moving average right here. So again, these are some of the stuff that are showing, strong relative strength right now. FLNG also, this is in the transport pipeline. It also broken down this last week. Thursday, you can see a big drop right here, and Friday it did bounce back. So again, we found some support at this level. Now, it is a base right here. You can see from this green line dot, and we are about 25% correction. from this low to this high here, and so it did found support before this low here, so that's a good sign. But this is a very steep, kind of correction or pullback, you want to call it. So it might take some time to digest and maybe form a handle, and then before it takes off, right? So this one definitely have been damaged, but again, we see some sign of support here on Friday. GLNG also in the same group, same idea. If it fell apart, you can see this pattern here is much higher in this consolidation, because it's sitting near the top half of this consolidation. So this one looks also looks pretty good. MVGS Navigator also in the same group. Transport pipeline for oil and gas. Again, same idea. You can see this kind of consolidation area, and it didn't go up on Friday, but it did bounce off the lows. So again, we watch to see if it can bounce up again. Okay. Next group, CVR Energy. This is in the refining group, and you can see how strong this uptrend is. And right now it's pulling back. And Thursday and Friday it was both down days, but again on Friday it was able to close near the middle of the range. So there might be some support level here, this level. So obviously we want to see if it bounce from here. DINO F Sinclair also in the refining group, and you can see this group is really strong. Again, Thursday it didn't go down, but Friday it did, and obviously it's quite extended from the 10-day right here, the green line. So it might continue, it might pull back more, or that's probably most likely what's going to happen, and then hopefully it will continue to bounce again after that. DK also in the oil and gas refining group. Again, you can see these charts are very strong, and obviously we know what's going on in the war, with the war and stuff. The transportation in the refining is also doing really well right now. Here's Power Pacific. Again, this is a huge long base right here. Obviously you can see this is the previous high, and it broke out, but then it fell back, right? So now we want to see if we can find support around this level, this green line right here. BLO also in the refining, again doing really well, same idea. This is TPL, Texas Pacific Land in the Royalty Trust, and you can see a bounce off the 10-day right here. So that's a really good sign. So we want to see now that the stock can continue its uptrend trajectory. Here's CNX. This is now in the U.S. exploration and production group. This is by far the strongest group in this uptrend, this bear market rally so far. And you can see it broke out, but it then came back, and now it found support at this 10-day level. So again, we hope to see it bounce off here. Same idea. Danbury, same idea. 10 days bounce off. We hope to see the uptrend continues. NOG, this one is really strong. It didn't even have a down day on Thursday and Friday. It's just holding near this level right here. There's lots of support. So the 10 days just slowly catching up right now. So it might stay here for another day or two, but we want to see it continue to bounce. Oasis Petroleum, really strong uptrend, and Friday it also rebound, and so again, same idea. This one obviously recently broke out, so have a chance of going higher. PHX Minerals, so this one on Friday. So Thursday it has a strong up day. On Friday it's pullback, but it's close in the middle of the range. So again, we see support at the bottom here. So again, the 10-day will have to catch up to this price level. As Silver Bowl Resource, so Thursday, Friday, you can see down days, but again, found support near the 10-day. So all these stocks here are finding support near the 10-day. Whiting Petroleum, this one Thursday, Friday also rebound. Again, very strong signal here. WTI Offshore, this one has a really strong uptrend right here, and now it's taking a pause, coming back a little bit, and it might find the 10-day support line, and bounce off here. So those are the stocks that are under that have done fairly relative well. You see all the RS rating is still climbing, uh, you know, relative to the index. So these are the stocks that could, continue to lead if this rally, can continue. Thanks for watching this video. You like it, you can subscribe to our channel and give this a thumbs up. And you can also put your comment if you like. These are our services, macbosscapital.com. You can see our weekly market newsletter. And then we have a free trial on our charting service on growth stocks at azurewebsite.net. And we do provide other services such as helping you with understanding the market research and so forth. Contact us at support@macbosscapital.com. Thank you very much for watching this.